This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Tariq, hey, look, maybe Nudge Sparrow was right, right?
Yeah,
maybe he wasn't the imposter.
We can always trust the neckbeard in class that tells you not to come to school the next day, and you'll all regret this.
What do you mean? You can trust him if he says, you're cool, don't come to school tomorrow, right?
Oh, that's
true. You can
true.
Trust him when he's... If he says that, you can trust him for that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
When he says you're cool, right? You'll be the last one, right?
Yeah, you'll get to survive. Tell my story, he says.
They need to know, right?
What is it? It's just really weird that, like, I mean, it's almost like an unintended, like, commentary for this show, which is, like, trying to emulate or, base stuff off of, like, online games and gameplay, that they have included at this point two, like, guys that give off big serial killer / like, incel energy. Like, between Nudge Sparrow and Dapan. Like,
right.
Dapan being, like, a high school kid that, like, gives off that energy, and Nudge Sparrow apparently being the oldest motherfucker in this group? What? He's 24? What? That's insane. You're 24 and you think that fucking ponytail is a good idea? You are clearly an incel. No fucking person that has, like, any goddamn respect for themselves.
Maybe he's just now finding out his style, right?
He needs to change it.
Right? Maybe it took maybe he's been growing for years, like, oh yeah, this is my look. This is the look I am going towards the future now, right? Right?
It's a bad look.
I mean, we're gonna get to it, but Nudge Sparrow, not he is not the sus.
Yeah, well, he's
not the imposter.
It's also ironic that he goes, like, I mean, even if they're not the imposter, sometimes it's a tactic to just get rid of people out of there, and it's like, I mean, yes, that's true. Like in Netflix, not Netflix, Jesus Christ, fucking Among Us, but like, why would you actively give your, like, this is really, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but like, why would you do that? Why? Like, that seems unnecessary.
Right? Right? Hey, Tariq, it's Kamen Rider Geats, episode 19. Diverges I. Vote. Who is the desired star?
Yeah.
Right? And, continuing off from last week's episode, hey, look, nobody still trusts Kawa, but Kawa's okay with it.
I mean, I don't know that I wouldn't say that he's okay with it. Fucking,
like, I'll play the villain now, right?
His confessional is like, fuck you guys. Why are you guys, like, stop saying I'm the imposter. I'm not the imposter. Like,
right?
But it also shows us this, like, great, little bit of, like, again, adding to the reality show, like, aspect of, they have, like, playback of, like, the moment, and it's, like, shot in, like,
oh yeah, cinematic.
Right?
Like, you got
with
a
watermark of the DG. Yeah, with a watermark of the DGP in there. And it's just like, again, just for the added, effect of this being a reality show that's, like, being watched. And so, like, there's a lot of really good thought and, like, subtle, like, small things that they're doing to, like, keep you in the realm of it. So, yeah. I can't stop saying, like, boy, Geats, you're really doing some cool stuff. Great stuff. Keep it up. Please don't shit the bed on this. Like,
right.
But yeah, hey, everybody fucking doesn't trust Kawa. Kawa's out here just trying to say, no, I saw people become, this guy's talking like somebody I know. I don't want to kill people I know. That's not the game.
Right, yeah, I knew this guy for a long... Me and him go way back.
Yeah, all the way to the first season. I mean, sure, he died immediately, but, like, he was probably a cool guy.
Does Kawa even know the name of fucking, Shiroe?
I mean, she's... you see with Neon's case, she's like, Mr. Polar Bear? And it's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Right?
I
Like, how
did
hard
he
is it?
did he? I think he must have introduced himself when he said like I was a firefighter.
Okay, probably. Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a fucking it's just Kayla. It's an episode of Kayla just going, wow, people really don't trust me. I really wish people would trust me, but I really wish I could stop like the show itself had to get to a point where Kayla had to be talked to and go, kid, my guy, buddy, friend, you're really shitting the bed here. You're fucking things up. Stop letting yourself get tricked. You're supposed to be smarter than this. Jesus Christ, it's getting infuriating to watch.
You should learn you need to learn this lessons by now, right? Boy, like I said, we keep saying it. At some point, there's gonna be at some point, how many princes are there in Nigeria? Right?
Yeah.
At some point, you gotta think about it, right?
Yeah.
Right? There's no way this many Nigerian princes could be sending you a message every week, right? You gotta think about it, Kayla.
Yeah.
Right?
Use your brain. Use your tiny little Tanuki brain. Stop thinking with your nuts and think with your brain.
Ooh, right? Yeah. Hey, Ninja Buckle is Lobo. Hey, look good on Lobo. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think the light blue and the green don't really mesh well, but it's like
right.
I think everything at this point is kind of, in terms of color scheme, fighting like is like okay, as long as it doesn't look like the fucking beat buckle like armor, I think we're okay.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it also makes more sense, I think, for Lobo because of her whole like sprinter like track star
thing.
Athletic,
right? For her to use that instead.
Yeah.
Right. Kale gets the command. He gets two buckles. Like if you think about it, right, the jet buckle is actually two buckles. Right?
I mean, it is. It's command twins, so I mean, it's a twin buckle. So
right. Kale, you think like Kale got the better deal in the end.
Yeah, it's right? Like okay, you lost to. Yeah, I lost my fucking ninja buckle. Here's an just statistically better option.
Right. Boy, hey, so I don't get the Gigant build buckle, right? The fact that this thing just has like its own set of buckles is really annoying.
I mean, I guess we'll learn more when we get to the like movie, but it's like I don't really
in the movie, right? Because I know in the movie he has 3 of his own buckles, right? And I'm not even sure if the gun is part of his buckle set, right? Or is this just a new buckle?
There is a gun, but it's not. Normally, it's so he has the sword. I know that, like in the toy, it's the sword, the hammer, and the Gigant blaster. And I don't know where the gun came from.
Yeah, right. The Magnum shooter buckle, right? Right, I don't know where this mini buckle came from because I'm looking at the toy scan right now. Right. Yeah. So if you buy the Gigant, the DX Power Builder buckle and Gigant buckle set, right? It comes with the Gigant buckle, right? And then it comes with your 3 mini buckle of the hammer, the drill, not the drill gun, right? And the sword, right? So I don't know where this mini buckle came from, right? I would have liked this buckle better, right? Probably if it was just if you were supposed to use it in conjunction with other Rise buckle, right? To get the BDK mode, right? For you to get them big, right?
Yeah.
Just the fact that you have to, it's like this auxiliary toy, this auxiliary mini-con to your toy that already exists. It's really out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I was legit like when Ace took that to Gigas, I was like, did he have this?
Yeah, I mean, it comes, again, it's like, yeah, man, mini-con is a good way to put it. Because it really does just slot in there. Yeah. It's like, okay, so I know that. Let's try and get a shot of Ace, like look at Ace's like belt, because I know that when that it's supposed to also be on like the side, like in the side part of the belt with like where you can keep your spare buckles. Let's see, this is a good shot. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm looking at it when he's running with Lobo to like jump in.
Yeah, well, with Neon, right? There's a shot at what was it? Like at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah,
When you
I'm
see
looking
all
at.
three
I'm
to
not
the
even
side.
looking there. I'm looking at like the 2-minute mark when he jumps in and gets that. So he doesn't have the left buckle in. He's only got powered builder on the right side, and you can see on his left like side pouch, he's got the extra buckle like bits because it's like a collector. Like it's the other builder, the other half of the build buckle is like the buckle that holds all the little buckles.
Yeah.
For you to slot into the power buckle, which boy, fuck that, right? It's like
like when you open up a folder, there's just another folder in there, right? Just like, all right, good, all right, I got the built folder, you know, right? Open up the built. Fuck, what the fuck? I got all the apps. You open, I was like, wait, what the fuck? There's another folder in here.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this subfolder? I didn't. Boy, no one told me there was gonna be a subfolder.
Yeah. But it's like I can't see which.
There's a good shot at 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm looking at 5.
There's like the best shot you're ever gonna get.
All right, so I'm looking. There we go. Yes, absolutely, I see it. Unfortunately, his fucking stupid fox scarf is covering over. What? Nope. There we go. Okay. So there it is. You can see on his side that he's got two. He's got the sword and the hammer, the red one and the blue one. And I guess the gun one was just another one of the fucking buckles that they had. That
look, if you look at his bow, he already has the gray. The gray is the driver. I mean, it's the drill. He literally.
He does. Yeah, he has the blaster. Right. Yes, he does have the gray.
Yeah, he literally pulls out the Gigit, the Magnum mini buckle, literally out of his ass. Like,
I just saw that. Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit.
It literally comes out of nowhere. Like, I really don't know where the fuck.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Okay, I'm going back. Man, I am replaying this. This is perfect. Man, this is a really good shot for it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there's the blaster is in. He's got blaster loaded, hammer and sword.
Hammer and swords are on the side. You know, on the side.
Reaches back.
Tag them in.
Slow motion for me. Reaches in, and it came out of nowhere. It came out of his ass.
Yeah, this buckle makes no sense. Like, this Gigant buckle really makes no sense. I don't know why he needs to have auxiliary.
Maybe maybe he made it with the build buckle. he made it. He
does that mean
he fucking what is it? Fuck the zombie game where you craft shit. Fuck. Dead or not dead or alive. The Capcom one.
7 Days to Die.
No, the Capcom one. The Capcom one. That's a silly, stupid thing. That's fucking.
Left 4 Dead. Fuck.
That's not. No. You're in a mall in the first one, and it's a bunch.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. Yes. Thank you. That's all I was thinking of. It's just like you build a fucking like you took the parts and you made a like random like janky ass Kids Next Door fucking gun. Like that's what maybe
that's the problem with this buckle now. The fact that you could just introduce more mini-con buckles, right? What's the limit? Is there like a mini-con zombie buckle, right? Because we know that the hammer, his mini-con hammer buckle, is based off the regular hammer buckle that exists in the show, and I don't know, and this mini-con gun buckle is based off the Magnum buckle. Can you make like a mini-con buckle of every single other buckles, right?
I mean, man, also, imagine if you, again, thinking of like, just for really convoluted shit, imagine if you get the build buckle through the slot fever buckle, like through its like roulette of it, like through its like slots of it, you get the build buckle. Do you get the minicon buckles too, or do you just get the build buckle like attachment, like the armor?
Hold on, is there a minicon buckle of the fever buckle you could put into the build buckle?
Again, it's like where does it end? How far does the build buckle go?
Do we just trick the AI now, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck. The AI can't escape this infinite loop now. This built buckle is actually... None of them are actually spending so much unneeded time discussing the built buckle. It's just so problematic all of a sudden.
It's also... I was just thinking about it in this episode, because it's like... This is like... It's not even like... I guess it would be... The equivalent would be... You know that... You remember that version of, like... Mario, like regular Super Mario, like NES, like Super Mario that was like Mario but with portals.
Yeah.
And then they made
it's literally Mario.
You're right. And then they made Mario, and then they also did a mod of it that was Mario but with Minecraft. Like you could just like mine down and like throw shit and like you had a pick or something. I didn't play that one as much. The Portals one was very funny. But the fact that like it basically feels like that. Like you're playing a regular game, like a side scroller or something, and then all of a sudden you just added crafting to it. And it's like, well, I don't know if this is actually necessary to build all these platforms and just throw them up, but I guess we gave you the ability to do that, and we won't regret this.
Right.
But yeah, it's like that's all I can see right now is just that. Like it's fucking Mario but with fucking fucking Minecraft. Like
yeah, and then hey look, the scores are even out. Look, Death Game. Right? We're gonna go to a Death Game now.
Yeah. Again, like I said, right? I said, what if we get to a draw last time? And I was like, if Garori was running this game, it would be like
there would be no Death Game.
Yeah, it would be here's a knife on the ground. Whoever gets it, like stab each other, like fucking whoever gets it gets it. But like because it's Chirami and Chirami is like starting to become very endearing to me because he's just a shit poster. Like he's kind of got he's clearly doing like the stereotypical like Japanese comedian thing of like, oh, it's so wacky. Right. I have curly hair and like I've got like a bit.
Here's a boy. Look, it's real. Look, here's a camera in the lower third of the screen with a reaction from someone else talking.
Yeah.
Right as I'm talking, here's a bunch of unneeded text going.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of random shit happening. Like just random text of like random lines highlighted in purple or green. Yeah, but he's literally here, he is, to quote John Oliver and also all of the Real Housewives, he's a messy bitch that lives for drama. Like, he's just here to fuck around and, like, make, like...
I mean, I think, right, he's taking it, look, at least he's doing his job, right?
Yeah.
Correctly, right? Like, he's there to present the game, and he's definitely presenting the game, right?
Yeah. But, like... I guess, man, Chirami's really here to just like instigate shit. Because he was in Nudge Pharaoh's tent too. Like he was just hanging out in his tent. And he's also
how long
like,
do you think he's been waiting? Like it's always a thing. Like he's been in there for like a bit, right?
Yeah. And he's also like, but he's also like, hey, look, some of you haven't voted. Remember, if you don't vote, you get killed. Bye bye.
Right. Remember, it's important that you vote, right?
Vote or die, literally.
Go out and vote, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so, fucking... And then Chirami's like, hey, Keiwa, somebody wants to see you. And even Keiwa's like, who wants to see me? Who the fuck would want to see me? And we can confirm... But now we can confirm, hey, Kekara is not a frog person. I repeat, Kekara is not a frog person. He is a person using a speaker that is shaped like a frog. We can confirm this now. We have the reports are coming in. He is not from a planet of frog statues.
Alright, man. I'm actually kind of disappointed he's not just a frog, because I thought Toho was just trying to be real cheap this season, and hope no one actually take notice that this is just a straight up statue, Right?
I mean, I'm really glad that he isn't, because it's like, that's not really... We don't need him to be, like... It doesn't need to be a frog. Like, I mean, that'd be really weird. But it wouldn't be above, like, Kamen Rider to just be like, yeah, I'm a fucking sentient frog statue. What about it? You want to say something to me? Say something to my frog face? No, you can't. Because I'm fucking... I'm a frog man, and I have rights, too. But, like... He's... another one of these new characters that I'm going, thank you. Thank you for saying what everybody's fucking thinking, and, like, being, like, actually moving the plot along.
Addressing stuff,
like,
right?
He addresses, not only does he address, like, Keiwa's indecisiveness and, like, foolishness, he also is actively going, hey, wasn't it weird how Kayla kept getting the fucking boost buckle? Yeah, that was me. Holy shit, thank God. Oh my God, there's fucking rules to this shit. Like, we knew that it was, like, working like Hunger Games where it's, like, sponsors can send out shit, but he was actively the one putting the boost buckle in front of Kayla.
That means he's been following Kayla this entire time, right? Right? Like, it consequence goes like how long he's been following this game as well, right? He's like, oh, right? And the worst was how he got Kayla. Do you think, like, he actively chose Kayla? Or the fact that, like, when it came time to sponsor, everyone else already got their back. He was like, ah, fuck, who do I got? Who's left?
I've got to assume that, like, part of the... Well, yeah, that is something that I guess we need more explanation on, which is, like, the selection process for how they, like, pick people. But I've got to assume that, like, Kayla, like, made an impression in the, you know, at the end of Season 1 when, you know, he and Neon got caught up in it. And, like, they just said, hey, like, all right, we've decided that these two meet the requirements for, Kamen Rider. Like, they said, like,
they're good enough to be future players.
Yeah, there are qualifications, as they've said. Like, there are qualifications to being a Kamen Rider. And it's like, these two meet the qualifications. Would anybody want to like sponsor them? And I guess obviously her dad was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll put my daughter in it." And then Kekura was like, I like the cut of this boy's jib. He looks like he could be entertaining. But yeah, I mean, it's a great interaction, and it also adds like an element of fucking of Kayla, like adds more to like more characters for Kayla to interact with and like grow from.
Right.
And don't worry, your frog daddy will never betray you. I'm sure it'll be fine, and he won't lead you down the path of destruction or anything.
That's right. I need you to win. I put a lot of money on you, you know, right?
Yeah. Anyway, back to the B plot, which is, holy shit, Michinaga's alive. Oh my god. Hey, and also, don't ask questions. I just walked out of the forest dimension of the Jamato. That's the biggest thing I have an issue with. He is just suddenly here. And, like, there's no explanation for that. Because, as far as we understand it, it's, like, a dimension thing. Like, because of, like, what Jin said of, like, oh, we're dimensional, you know, viewers, right?
Yeah, we're dimension hopping travelers and everything, right?
But, if that's true, how did he just, like, walk out? Did he break through with, like, Jamato Rider powers? Like,
did Archimedo just say, "Oh yeah, you're free to go"? Look,
yeah.
What do you mean? Well, okay,
did he find the portal in the abandoned city that like leads out?
All right. Archimedo's like, "Oh yeah, no, you're free to go." You know, right?
Yeah.
Well, why would I?
Oh yeah, I wasn't keeping you
I
there.
have no reason to do that. Everybody has their own free will. You know?
Yeah. Right? Why did you kill? It's like, I mean, I am kind of mad that you killed one of my fucking Jamato riders. And, like, stole his buckle and then killed another two with your fucking... when you used his buckle, but... I got more of those. I'll make more of them. We got dead people, all the dead people we could need. You can go.
Yeah.
And so, like, when he meets up with Ace, which... Of course it would be, like, Ace that, like... Because Ace, I guess, noticed him, like... Actually, okay, here's what I think happened.
Yeah.
I think... Because we see... Michinaga.
No, Ace did.
At the beginning.
Mitra was watching at the end.
Yeah.
Was watching at the end of the second half. He's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah. So I think Ace might have like noticed him then, but
yeah, he did. Yeah. Because they showed it as well.
Yeah, they show him. I think when the game started and then it switched to like back to the rest area. I think the only thing that makes sense is that Michinaga like hitched a ride, like somehow. I don't know how you do that discreetly. And then fucking, like, when they were allowed to go out, he just took that chance and went from... So he went from the game world back to the rest world and then back to the real world. That's the only way I see it working out. It doesn't really make sense, but it's the closest thing that I can think of that would make any, like, semblance of sense. But hey, he's... he's trying to tell Ace that the secret ingredient is people. The secret ingredient
is like, hey, look! It turns out that the death game you guys been playing might not be all up to regulation, right?
Yeah.
Might be a lot of black market peddling happening in the background, right?
Yeah, lots of body parts being sold at the end.
Don't trust the system, it turns out, right?
Yeah.
This illegal underground system might not be doing stuff legally, it turned out,
Yeah, it turns out it might be problematic. I do like, I don't necessarily like that Ace immediately assumes that Michinaga's become a Jamato, but it's still the only answer we have for him being alive, and I'm using alive in quotes because who the fuck knows, is that the zombie buckle's overuse lets you fucking respawn.
Or just doesn't let you die, right?
Yeah, which the implications of that is fucking insane. But Michinaga promises he doesn't need help. Look, there's a certain point that you can be stubborn. And then there's a point of, you're being stupid. You're actively being stupid. I know you, hate Ace and you hate the Kamen Riders and you're trying to destroy everything.
Mm-hmm, right.
You can't do this with just one fucking Jamato buckle. And, yourself. And that clearly happens because, the not speed, but, the fact that Niram and Samus, I don't want to, it is Samas. Because again, they're fucking puns on goddamn I-based verbs. But the fact that Niram and Samas just show up and go, no loose lips. We won't have our ship sink. This is one of those things where you can't just go lone wolf, on and
right.
Just fucking.
Right, you need to figure this out, right? You need to team up, right? At some point, you gotta put. Hey, look, it's like the saying goes, right? Someone needs to tell Michinaga, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, At some point, he needs to think about that, It's like, man, maybe there is a meaning behind that quote, right?
Although at this point, I think if he really thought about that, he'd go, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So he'd go and hang out with Archimedal and get all of his licks and kisses from his old man gardening daddy.
Oh,
just so he could kill Ace and all the other Kamen Riders. He'll take 1,000,000 kisses from Archimedal if it means that he'll get to fight the Kamen Riders, I guess. Anyway, we have this moment of Sai and Neon talking about how good a boy Keiwa is, which obviously, again, like I said before, there's no reason that Neon should think that it's Keiwa. But clearly, with this anonymous voting, we don't know if, she's... we don't know if she's one of the ones that... It's implied that she's one of the ones that voted for him, because there's 3 people that voted, and then Ace implies that he hasn't voted yet.
Right. And we know that Keiwa obviously is not voting for himself.
Right.
As far as we know, right?
He also says that he's... in the same moment that he says, that Ace... must be the only other person that hasn't voted, he admits that he hasn't voted, so, again, he shouldn't be the one, one of the 3. But, Neon actively goes, he's just too stupidly nice, it doesn't make sense. And Sai gives a real suspicious look at her, because I'm boy, now you might be the imposter, and probably are, based off of the fucking thing.
Right, yeah, a lot of people are now saying Neon might be the imposter. Now, right?
Boy, that's a hell of a twist.
Right, because we haven't tried to replace our it would be too obvious, right, to put the 2 new characters to be the imposters,
Yeah.
Right? And then Keiwa's just too stupid himself to be the imposter. If he was the imposter, he's hey guys, I'm the imposter. What does that mean, right?
Yeah, right. Hey, right? What button do I hit to button do I hit to kill somebody again?
Right? Hey, guys, I don't have the option to vote for the imposter on my phone. What's up with that? You know, right? Right? And then Ace definitely... And then Ace probably isn't the imposter, right? So a lot of people say Neon's the imposter. Now, fuck, we got a good comment on our last video where someone pointed out some stuff to us. Hey, you talk while I bring up that comment.
Okay, cool. Right. Anyway, after they have this heartfelt girls moment, we get to see shit poster supreme Chiram talking to Sumeri, and they're just like, yeah, no, I'm here for fucking drama. I just want to make shit sloppy and messy and, like, you know, really, like,
all right, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the full. All right, so this is the stuff. All right, so Nudge. So last episode 18, Nudge Sparrow stopped the ball. Lopo score a goal. Ace score a goal. Neon didn't do shit. She messed up. She fumbled the ball multiple times. Even though later in the episode when she and Lopo do play b-ball for fun, so she was like, "Hey, you're pretty good at b-ball. How are you so good?" And everything, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then Neon doubles down a lot as well.
Yeah.
Right. So that was the quote for last was where people are now suspecting that with Neon, we're like, because if you do process of elimination, like it has to be like Neon's like the most suspicious because she's like nonsense. Like we have not focused on her at all at any point within this arc. If you think about it, right? Mm-hmm. Like we have paid like the least attention to her with all these scenes of her. Right. Whenever they talk about the imposters, they make like the show makes it real obvious. Right. On who, like, they put a lot of focus on these certain characters to make us think that they're the imposters, right?
I mean,
but
again,
they haven't put any focus on Neon herself.
Oh yeah, much. I get that, and like, I do, you know, like, I did say that Nudge Sparrow seemed too obvious. Like, it's like they're just blatantly, like, you know, just say, like, he's doing all of the suspicious shit, which again, for me, is like, as I said, why the fuck would you be so fucking suspicious right off the bat? But, like, honestly, at this point, I'm just glad that he's gone. He's just a little prick. Like, again, get these incel fucking characters out of here. We don't need them. Like, you're not part of it.
Hey, look, the good thing about Nudge Sparrow, he could go submit his audition for Rick and Morty now, you know, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he's the only one that's smart enough to understand it. So, I mean, he's got a great impression. You just trust him. Trust him. Look, so what if he's canonically, like, maybe a content creator that is, oh boy, wait, hold on. Oh. I was about to say, that is actively playing a drunk, dysfunctional guy all the time might actually be a drunk, dysfunctional guy. But then I thought, I drink sometimes on this, but that's not really the same, because I'm at least functional. And I'm what some might call a functional alcoholic. Fuck. But I'm a drinker that's functional. I won't say I'm a functional alcoholic, but I'm a drinker that's functional.
Okay.
Maybe that's not the best fucking look, and maybe that's a fucking red flag that people should have seen coming a while back. Much like I feel about fucking goddamn Nudge Sparrow of, look, he might not be the fucking imposter, but he's got a bunch of red flags that I don't fucking trust. Like, so just kick him out of the Discord server. He's not part of the group. He can't show up at the store anymore. But anyway, fucking Kawa and Ace decide to have... Ace invite... Man, every moment that Ace decides to just, like, take pity on Kawa and just go, hey, man, looks like you're having a... Look, I know I bullied you at the beginning. Even I think this is pretty sad.
And I know you're sleeping on the actual couches right now, you know, right?
Yeah, look, you're getting a pretty... Hey, look, question is, alright, so Nudge Sparrow gets... hey, spoilers, Nudge Sparrow fucking gets kicked out this one. Does Nudge Sparrow's tent get left? Does he get to keep the tent? Can he move into Nudge Sparrow's tent now? But yeah, Ace invites him to a nice midnight snack of steak. Hey, Ace is my kind of guy, all right? He's what some people on the internet would call a midnight gourmand. He just goes, listen, I'm gonna fucking, hey, you want a snack? Yeah, I'm gonna make some full steak. He also has like fucking horseradish sauce with it, like Worcestershire. Like there's a little cup thing for like dipping sauce.
Look, he has enough points, you know, right?
Oh, he's got all the points. Yeah.
Jade, Jade sponsors his player real well.
Well, also, he's got the most cumulative, like, wins, so of course he's got, like, racked up points, because they did say at the beginning you can buy shit with your DGP points, or whatever the fuck they called them.
Right.
But yeah, he's got a full fucking setup. Like, he doesn't have to leave. He doesn't need to leave. He's got everything he needs. But yeah, he reveals that Buffa's fucking alive. Which helps Kawa go, oh my god, I'm not crazy. Thank you for curing my like, he's like, yeah. I understand that you've been getting gaslit pretty fucking hard, but this time it's not me, and I feel really bad about that, so I'm just gonna give you some solace and go, I do believe you. Like, you're too stupid to fucking, like, be, like, the disaster. Like, I'll give you, like, some solace on this one. But yeah, and he once again, Ace is like, as another person to Kawa going, listen, you can't keep being Mr. Nice Guy. You can't keep just letting people walk all over. I'm saying that
you need to straight up.
As a person,
did you ever watch that SpongeBob episode with Plankton and SpongeBob? You know, right?
Yeah.
You gotta tell them to have it. You know.
Also,
right?
at like, it's so funny because of, like, again, the evolving relationship between Ace and Kawa. Again, I've described as, like, one becoming more relatable, and one becoming, like, more, like, stern and, like, building up his character. But, like, Ace is literally going, I know that I have been, like, fucking with you this entire time, and, like, I've been actively tricking you since day one. Get your shit together and stop getting tricked so much. It's getting sad to watch. You can't just keep getting tricked by everybody. Look, I'm okay. I've stopped tricking you because I felt like this was too easy. Okay? You can't keep letting yourself, like, it's like a kid at locals going, like, listen, at some point you have to stop playing, like, fucking, like, Karibo, like, Turbo. Like, Karibo, Dark Magician.
Hey,
like,
stop placing your spell and trap cards before entering the battle phase. Do it at the end of the battle phase. Don't do it before. Right?
And stop telling me that you're going to set one trap card and end your turn. Like, you're like, stop it. But yeah, fucking.
I know what you're talking about. You know.
Yeah.
Right?
But anyway, he's fucking suspicious, and, like, Sai's suspicious, and everybody's suspicious, and fucking Nudge Sparrow's a piece of shit that shouldn't be the oldest person in this group, because that's just uncomfortable to know. I mean, technically, I guess Ace is fucking thousands of years old.
I mean, like, he's still within, like, the same age range, right?
I know. I mean, they said, well, when he had his confessional, they literally said that he was 21, and it's just like, I mean, but is he? Because it's like, what is time to him at this point? Because he's been playing all these games, and it keeps resetting. Like, is this one of the rare chances where, like, when somebody, like an idol or something says, like, I'm forever 25, or, like, I'm always 20. It's like, no, actually, I'm always 21. I can't age. I keep getting stuck in these death games. I keep missing my birthday. It's very sad. Like, I want to imagine that somewhere Ace has, like, God, would he have it on his body? I just, like, a fucking stone tablet where he marks shit off like a fucking prisoner in, like, in a prison camp, just going, like, It's been how many days or how many times since I've been in the fucking, like, just to keep himself sane, of how long he's been in there. Anyway, meanwhile in an alley, for some reason, Buffa's getting kicked around.
Look, it turns out, you know, like, if you're gonna come back, traveling across dimension takes a lot of energy out of a guy, you know.
And
right?
also, you know,
and he obviously does not have money, or any, because this is a reality where he doesn't exist anymore. So, like, when you're
well, is it? I don't know if this is a reality where he.
Is it not? Because isn't when you die, you also disappear from the next world as well, right?
Well, but they disappear from the next world, right? But we've never had a point where, because, like, so if you remember from episode, like, 2 or 3, when the guy that rejected Keiwa's job interview that was in the game, the green bird guy.
Yeah. That's right. I said
when he died,
he didn't disappear.
Yeah, well, he did. It was because Keiwa went to his office afterwards and was like, "Hey, is this person here?" And they're like, "We haven't seen him in 3 days." And it's like, "Oh fuck!" When you die, you die. So theoretically, Buffa would have a home and a job to go to. I think this is all just happening in the same night, and they're like, "No. We said you're kicked out of the tournament. You have to get out. You have to leave. This is single round elimination."
We can't have a person that we declare dead on TV to be walking around. We
must have.
That's like writing a book and then your family saying you died after writing the book. Just for you to appear on camera a year later and say, "Oh no, I wasn't dead. I meant I was on break."
Yeah.
For a
I
year.
wasn't. I'm not dead. I wasn't dead. I'm just dead-ish. The only thing that I would have thought would have been really cool, though, is if it was Chiram and Samas, and then, somebody, not, an unrevealed person in the, glare suit, because if they had, if they turned glare into more of, kind of what they were using Punk Jack as an enforcer, that was with them, that was just, and then the question, we know who the game master is, but Glare is still, because they took the belt back. So the belt is still, on the table as a, plot device that could show up. And so, if Glare was, used just to be, here and imposing and the answer to why Buffa's getting his ass torn up, that would be pretty impressive to me. But otherwise, it's just hey, no, back to your garden pen. You're not allowed to get no escapees. Get back in the pen.
Look, we can't let people know you're alive, right?
Yeah. No loose ends in our game.
Right.
Anyway, then it's time for the Sun Death.
It's the real final round, right? Look, it's the real final round. Look, it's the real. Look, all right, this is for all the marbles, right?
Yeah, one shot, one kill, instant sudden death. Final destination, 300% damage, 1 life. It's just, hey, let's play ball. Everybody's running around. Keiwa's getting his ass beat. The amount of, I'm starting to just be, really surprised by the amount of, work that a rider can do while just in entry form. Because Keiwa spends a lot of time in entry form and isn't immediately fucking killed, and I'm surprised by that.
Yeah. To be fair, he's also everyone else take all the big hits for him as well. So but and then Ace shows Keiwa the truth. Hey, look, you might have been right, but you're also wrong as well. Right? Look, I know your whole bit about saying hey, look, right? Look, I know you saw dead people come back to life, but they're all really dead.
Yeah, it's actually it's dead. Not. Well, it's not even that. It's hey, look, I know that you're worried about it being this once, every single one of these being a specific, dead guy. It's just a fucking copy and paste so they can have, more higher intelligence. It's not actually the dead guy. You still have to go and, revive them if you, get your wish.
Yeah.
If you want them to actually come back.
Gone, right?
Yeah. When you're dead, you're dead. When you're dead, you're dead. Except if you're Buffa. Then when you're dead, you're not dead. There's also some really creepy shots of the fucking Jamato tree, and the fucking Jamato embryo with the one big ass fucking eye is just oh.
Yeah. I can't wait to find out what Archimedes' true goal, right? I mean, we know its goal. He wants a world where Jamato fucking walks around, but boy, I can't wait to see how he's gonna accomplish all this stuff, right?
Yeah. But anyway, finally, now that they've proven Keiwa's stupid. We already knew that Keiwa was innocent in the sense of, naivety. Naivete. He's also innocent in terms of, I'm not fucking guilty, which, I'll again say this, right? In terms of Nudge Sparrow being this, quizmaster fucking genius quizmaster, whatever, you've played yourself. By having your lie, which, honestly, was very easy to disprove, that, like, all it took was breaking a Jamato to the point of it, like, de-transforming into, like, the human underneath in front of other people. You've actively shown that you lied to Keiwa, or that you lied to everyone else about, like, listening to Keiwa, and...
Well, look, Keiwa might be an idiot, but he isn't a liar,
yeah,
you know, right?
It's like, it's fucking Benoit Blanc playing fucking Among Us in the beginning of Glass Onion. Like, it's just like, I don't understand how this works. I should be good at this, but I'm bad at stupid things. No, you're bad at certain things that are strategic that you should be better at. You're actually not that smart, maybe. Anyway, now, fucking, it's time for Ace to earn the trust and prove himself and win the goal. Oh, it's Keiwa's fucking moment. Hey, Lobo goes...
He gets the belt, you know?
Yeah, hey, you can have the buckle back. You can have your little ninja buckle. I don't know how this whole scene, though, of him, like... So he runs through, like, all this shit. Also, I really do love this fucking bit where he just trashes a fucking office.
Yeah,
but
hey, look, it's gonna be reset, you know, right? Fuck these people, you know, right? Hey, work from home's a thing now, you know, right?
Yeah, but I just... Well, clearly it's work from home is a thing because there's nobody in the fucking office. But, like, so Ace is giving him all these, like, he's, like we said, like, Minecraft and Mario, like, letting him, like, giving him platforms to jump on. But I don't really get how he... Because everybody covers him, how he takes so much damage that his fucking helmet cracks. Like, I get that that's, like... not necessarily a staple of Kamen Rider, because it doesn't happen in every season, but it's like...
I think he just does, like... It's like he's doing the damage, but he's outputting so much damage his own body can't take it, right?
I guess.
It's like in Pokemon, if you use something like
Flare Blitz or Brave Bird, yeah. It's got that, recoil. Right? I mean, he is, like, tanking this, like, attack from the Rook Jamato, but it's like... I guess that's what does the damage. It's just like it, especially considering that Keiwa has, as we've seen, taken a lot of fucking damage in the past. Like the last when we had the Night Jamato and the Kick the Can. But his visor didn't crack then, and I get that it's an iconic thing. I just don't understand why it was used here specifically when it's not like...
Oh, look, you gotta show his Keiwa serious.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's willing to do anything, yeah. I guess if that's what it's meant to be, then sure, that works. It just feels like not as emotionally impactful, yeah. As, like, other, like, iconic moments with, like...
Right, because usually they don't do this stuff until, like, near the end of the series.
Or somebody's, like, really dying, like, I think one of the most iconic ones is...
Like, boy, you scored the winning goal. You know, hey, look, I mean, you scored the winning goal, but, you know, hey, look, you could have... look, that thing had, like, 50 HP left, you know, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to use Blast Burn there, you know?
Yeah, maybe you could have just
done a flame...
Or you could have just done fucking extreme speed, you know, you're literally using the speed buckle. You could have just gotten right the fuck past it, like, you know, quick attack.
Could have just done Emperor, right? Because even at this point, it doesn't matter if you score, even if you score like the 5-hit goal. You could probably just walk up to that thing and throw it, you know? Like literally any point at this point wins, you know, right?
Yeah, the whole point of the ninja buckle is speed is your weapon. And you just decide to sit there and tank it and just run through. You could have literally run through with your body into the fucking hoop, like, into the Quidditch hoop, and it would have probably worked out.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, so, ignoring the, like, parents reunited with their kids because, they've just been, I guess, banging on the walls for the last 24 hours.
Outside?
Yeah.
They've just been sleeping outside the wall waiting.
Does this... How much are we going to operate with the now fundamental thing of people know that Keiwa is a rider, like, and like, because we've had it.
We know that the world don't reset to the end of the season,
right? So
boy, you know how mad you think the fucking cleaning person is? That's
fuck that office. Oh yeah, fuck that office. You better hope that that none of your fucking PCs, like the monitors are fucked. You better hope some of those PC hard drives are still salvageable. Papers are destroyed. Documents are gone. you might
things are just everywhere. Like everything's disorganized. Fuck that, right?
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna hate whoever works in that office space.
Yeah,
that has to come in now, right? Like, what the fuck happened here?
I mean, like, we knew that, like, the Jamato games have, in general, been, like, affecting people. Like, we see, like, them attacking and stuff. I get that, right? But this is the first time that, outside of, well, I guess Ace did transform in the last season when they did the last game with Punk Jack. When he was on that, like, photo shoot. So, I mean, I guess people would have seen then, but it's like, I don't know. This whole point where, like, the caretakers are like, thank you, Keiwa, it's like, okay, so, question, why aren't you freaking out? Would you like to talk about this? Would you like to know, like, does this count as me telling people from the outside world about this? Because I didn't tell them, they just saw it. That's not on me, I promise. I know that you had that whole thing where Sumari showed up in my room because I was just making, like, a vlog for myself so that I could document that, my fucking time in a death game. And she was like, don't fucking share this with the world. So this happened not on my, like, fault. That's not on me. You made the game have witnesses. So
right, are you gonna have to execute all these people now?
That's one of the things of, like, if Glare was going around and, like, cleaning up, like, a cleaner afterwards for them, where like we saw him come around and then he just, like, did the thing with his little, like, eye, like, helmets, and just slapped them on people, and rewrote their brains. Right? That would be a cool like element to, like, work with Glare's presence, and just, like, this character is, you know, we don't know who the, like, if it's just, like, relegated to the Game Master, is it Chiram? Adding another point of suspense. And it wouldn't be something that we'd have to go, well, who the fuck is this guy? Like, are they forgetting about that guy, like, this fucking other Kamen Rider? We know how Glare works now. We know so much about the DGP that we would go, it's some staffer, so it's either someone that we know already, or a new character that's got it, but it wouldn't, like, it's already an element on the board of the plot, so they could use that and actually, like, work with it. Instead, now we're just left with... So, their fundamental understanding of reality has just been warped, because they just saw a man transform into an armored, like, suit fighter against plant people that were playing fucking Quidditch with them, and they just, like, they did laser blasts and shit, and we all almost died, and, like, the ceiling fell on us, and then a box showed up, and our parents couldn't get through because they were stuck behind an invisible wall. What happened? And instead it's just like, oh yeah, thanks, Keiwa, you did a good job. No. You fucked these people up. These people are forever scarred, mentally. Or at least they should be. Anyway, it's time to vote.
It's time to vote for
stop the steal.
Emergency meeting.
Yeah,
you know, right?
Meeting called, and again, hey, you really fucked yourself, Nudge Sparrow. You could have just left things alone. You didn't have to instigate so much shit. But because you instigated and made a failed strategy, once that strategy fucking fucked up...
Mr. Quizmaster, man, if you were so smart, you would have thought of a backup plan.
You should have seen this coming, and instead he did not, like a big dumb idiot. Fucking... everybody obviously votes for fucking Nudge Sparrow, except for one person who I'm gonna assume was Nudge Sparrow, who voted for fucking Keiwa, because he went, well, maybe they'll still vote for me, or maybe they'll still vote for Keiwa. You dumb son of a bitch. But anyway, he goes, you'll regret this. You'll regret all of this.
Yeah.
Big incel energy. Big incel energy.
Don't come to the next game, you know.
Yeah,
right?
You better not see me in the next... You better hope they don't invite me again, because I'll fucking stab all of you. And then we get to see them throw Ozma like a fucking goddamn... throw a fucking dead
Samus
man.
is really fucking strong, it turns out. She was the one that carried him the entire time.
Yeah, too. Again, it's one of those things of, like... I keep talking about this, like, plot element that I want to see, like, I'm writing the show, but it's like, if Samas, like, showed up as Glare, that'd be cool. One, another female writer. 2, strong like character, like we get more character development from this otherwise unknown figure that's just like a staff member. It's just, you know, instead we just have strong woman strong. Also, there, as you know, I'm going through the works of Doctor Who with Molly now. Boy, Chiram gives me big Matt Smith energy, and I don't like that. That's how my brain works now.
Oh, is it because he wears a bow tie?
It is because he wears a bow tie. It is specifically because he wears a bow tie, and also the cutout, like the way that his hair is cut, and like this little like weird like his weird little like dance he does when he's talking to Samas, where he's just like he squeezes his hands together. He's like, "Oh, I just want things to like stay the way that they are." It's like, okay, so you look like fucking Japanese Doctor Who. But yeah, they keep trying to. I guess they're like, listen, we will keep throwing you in this forest until you turn into a fucking Jamato. Okay, you better dance for us, Buffalo Boy.
Right.
Dance.
Look, hey, look, you're going to be an element of the show next season. You know? Hey, look, we need you to be up and ready for it. You know, right? Yeah, and then we find out that a big chunk Nudge Sparrow wasn't the disaster.
Yeah, whoa, what a twist. Yeah. Now we'll have to figure out like who the possible who's the traitor? Who's the
that puts it mean. So the sponsors know who the disaster is?
I mean I would assume so. Like, or at the very least, yeah, maybe I would think that the other thing is that they're told afterwards, like they're the ones watching the Among Us game, but the players aren't. So it's like when they're launched out the airlock and it says Nudge Sparrow was not the disaster, so they know that at least he wasn't that one, but they don't know who the actual one is.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Right.
But yeah, hey, next time, more deception, more questions.
What's the... Boy, I keep getting the frog guy's name.
Kekara.
Yeah, Kekara's like, hey, look, it doesn't matter. You got rid of a problematic character.
Yeah, you got rid of that... I'm glad that fucking incel is out. Like...
Yeah, right, look. You got rid of the strong player, you know, right? Look, you know what they say. Get rid of the strong player first, keep the weak players in.
Here's the real thing that we're glad to have gone, and I'm going to post the meme now.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's hey, we got through it. The day is saved thanks to Frogman telling a dumbass. Okay, so I looked up Frog and Toad. I didn't look up because I was trying to look at the fucking thing that I was thinking about. But
okay.
Frog and Tanuki. Like, is there a fucking? I mean, there's figures of Tanukis with Frog. It literally. What are Tanukis associated with?
I looked up Toad Tanuki, and don't do that, by the way. Fuck. Don't look up Toad Tanuki, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the result you want.
Yeah,
Do you know
why? Sure.
Hey, look, there's let's just say a certain video game has a Tanuki outfit. Right?
Yeah.
And then that certain video game also have a character named Toad. Right? So if you look up Toad Tanuki, you just get a picture of Toad and a Tanuki.
Oh, now I get it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Great.
Wow, this does not help me.
It's pretty great. Wait. Oh, there.
Toad looks so fucking stupid in his Tanuki outfit.
There's the tale of the two frogs. That's one thing, but it doesn't have anything to do with fucking Tanukis specifically in there. But they're both. Wait, what the fuck? Boy, there's actually just a fucking some A to Z dictionary of Japanese Buddhist statuary, like talking about Tanuki and shit, and it does say that they'll eat frogs, but like, whoa, hold on. There's a story. There is a what the fuck? Is this real?
Oh, okay.
There's this is, according to this site, there is a story from the Japan Times from 1998. So Japan Times is a real, like, news fucking publication.
New York Times,
but it says, it's a story titled Tanuki, You Old Toad-Eaten Rascal. Story by Mark Brazil for the Japan Times of July 29th, 1998. And I don't know fucking what else. I'm not going to take... Boy, this is a long fucking story. But it straight up says... The title is literally, You Toad-Eaten Rascal. So I'm gonna take it that toads and tanukis do have some history with each other. But yeah, that's a fucking thing, I guess. So yeah, I guess Kekra is just like, please don't eat me, bro. Yeah. So anyway, fuck that fucking ponytail. The incel is gone. Ding dong, the incel's dead. And let's see who
stay tuned next week.
Yeah, maybe we'll find the disaster this time.
And more characters being introduced, you know.
Yeah, but it's okay because we keep killing people, and they are mostly staying dead.
We are offsetting the characters we like. Hey, that's the good thing, yo. At least the character we introduce offsets character that we just kill off, you know, right? So, you know, right? There's like we're keeping the number of people the same by the end of it, right?
Yeah, like we lose Giroru, we get Chirami. We we lose we cut out 36 fucking Kamen Riders at the beginning, so, you know, we're down to just 4, and we're like, you know what, 4 is a good number. We'll get 5, and we'll kick off 1 per round with the Among Us bit, but we're not doing the whole fucking shotgun approach of just fucking blast out a bunch of them. But yeah, that's, I think that's about all I got.
Alright, yep, alright, that's this week's episode. Coronavirus is still a thing, watch us wear out, get shots. Boots is a thing now. Okay, thanks, bye.